What is up, everyone on YouTube? It is InDriver KG. It is a very beautiful day out here today. It's about 85 degrees, and we're going to talk about warranty. Again, so last time we talked about the warranty, and we had said there's certain things that you could do to these cars, like blow-off valve, or let's say a catless downpipe that would void your warranty, or things like this. But things have changed with Hyundai. But what I mean by that is if under your hood doesn't look like this, there's a possibility they're going to give you an issue. Now, you can do your mods, but one thing that you're going to have to do is take some of the stuff off your car. If your engine bay doesn't look like this, if you have like an intake, take it off. If you got a inlet, if you're going for something serious, let's say this, if you're going for something serious, take it off, save your stock parts, put them back on. Another thing is, if you're using a different oil filter, if you're not using this Hyundai branded oil filter, guess what? They take pictures of those. Now, they're supposed to take pictures of some of these certain things before you go in for a warranty claim. So if you got like the K&N air filter, like I have, guess what? If something happens and God forbid your motor goes out or something like that, and they see a K&N oil filter on there, they're gonna be like, hey, to the tech, can you take a picture of that oil filter they have on the car? They're gonna take a picture of that and see, oh, that's not a Hyundai branded one, we're not gonna cover it. Guess what? If you got a air box on there and blow off valve, it doesn't matter. If they see that and there's like a serious issue, they can give you an issue. All right. So here's what I'm going to say to you guys. You can do your parts if you have something serious going on, as like a good reliability backup, whatever. Put your stock parts back on the car. Now the downpipe, you don't got to worry about. That's hidden. You're not going to have any issue with that. As long as you got a mill eliminator or the J-bin that I have, you'll be fine. That is not seen, but they take pictures. So the blow-off valve is going to be fine. The intake is going to be fine. If it's something serious, like I said, then they can give you an issue. Now, it doesn't mean they can void your warranty. They can void working on it. They can't actually void your warranty until they prove whatever modification you did to your car was the cause of the issue. So if your motor just randomly blew up because you money shifted or something like that, they could say, oh, well, he has an intake on the car, he has a blow-off valve. They can say that, but they still have to do the work. But if you don't want to be going back and forth, because Hyundai doesn't want to fight with people like that, you can bring up, it's called the Magnuson-Moss law. All right, now this Magnuson-Moss law, I'm gonna leave it right here, basically says that they have to prove that modification was the cause of the issue. Now, because that Magnuson-Moss law is in effect with any new car, you're covered. But just as a backup, put your stock parts back on. This is one of the reasons why my car looks like this under the hood. So it doesn't really look like it's modified much at all. I mean, you see the blue right there. I'm going to change that. Okay, that's just for now. I wonder what kind of bike that was. I'm going to change that for now. But other than that, this car looks visually stock. And I mean, it kind of is close to stock. It is. We do have a downpipe back there. You can't tell. We do have a charge pipe down there now. You can't really tell. Especially when I get a black hose right here. You're not going to be able to tell. So the pictures are going to be taken. hold on to your Hyundai oil filters, excuse me, and then have fun with your modding. But like I said, just because you put certain things on your car isn't going to void your warranty. When it comes to tune, if you got a ECU, take out the ECU, put in the stock one. If you're like me and you got your stock ECU, but you got an EK1 flash tuner, guess what? Just tune it back to stock. You'll be fine. I get messages and comments all the time on, hey, I don't want to tune the car because I don't want to void the warranty. That's not going to void your warranty, okay? The thing that's going to void your warranty is if you have a certain thing on the car and you go in and they want to give you a hassle on it and say that is the cause of the issue, then they're going to void it. But a cold air intake isn't going to blow your motor. Downpipe is not going to blow your motor unless it's not put in properly, and you got like some type of leaks going on. I seen an example of that. Charge pipe is not going to blow your motor. Now, meth injection. I have meth injection. Can it blow your motor? Here's what it can do. It can hydro lock if you do not have the right parts for your meth. Now, what I mean by the right parts for your meth, you have to have solenoids, you have to have filters. Your filters go in the back. If you got a Snow Performance kit, like me, I run 2 solenoids. So I have a Snow Performance solenoid in the back, right before the pump, and then I got another one right up here as a backup, just in case. Because what happens is, if you don't have any solenoids with your kit, and it does not come with the kit, you have to buy it. It's about anywhere between 60 and 100 bucks. If you don't have it, what can happen is if your tank is mounted at almost the same level as your pump, it can flow meth through. It can literally just move through because of gravity and somehow come all the way up and go into your charge pipes, go into your intake and all that stuff. And guess what? If you got a buildup of an everlasting drop going on and your car's not on and you go to turn it on, it could be just too much, depending. Now, the hose that runs through here is a 1/4 NTP, I believe, or something like that. Now, that's not going to be a astronomical amount. I have seen something with a guy with an Audi A4 that was running meth, and he did not have the proper things. He did not have the solenoid, and it leaked into his motor, and the only thing it caused when he turned it on, it just had a flame come out the back. I mean, that's not worst case scenario, but I mean, there's many. I've been running meth for almost 2 years at this point. I haven't had an issue, especially with this Snow Performance. I haven't had one issue with Snow Performance. So again, that is one thing that could possibly cause error. And if you're going to run meth, mix your own. Get the clear stuff. Do not get the mixed boost juice or boost whatever it's called. Mix your own. It takes little to no time. Get familiar with what you're using, and you'll be clear. You mix a little bit with some distilled water, you'll be fine. It's clear. When it goes into the motor, guess what? It's not going to leave any pink or purple residue on your valves. Because if you're using boost juice and all that stuff, guess what? It could leave some residue all in your manifold and all that stuff. You don't want that going on. Mix your own. But when it comes to these mods that I mentioned, none of these things are really going to void your warranty. Now, if you got a bad tune, all right, well, I don't think I've heard of that happening with N75. There's some people that have issues with injectors, the stock injectors that come with the car, and that can lead to white smoke out the exhaust, misfire, blah blah. But you would have to get that fixed right away. Once people get their injectors cleared or fixed, they have no more issue. So with the Elantras, and the Konas, that the injectors are a known issue. And if you have an injector issue or going to have an injector issue, you're going to know as soon as you get tuned, because now you're pushing more volume through it and it's going to start to give an issue. So It may not always be the tune, but if you're overheating, that's an issue with safeties or whatever being taken off. That doesn't happen when in 75. Again, here we are. There's what the car looks like right now. And guess what? If I go into the dealership right now, the only thing I would do is put the correct oil filter on there. That car's fine. She looks good. So try and do the same thing with your car. If you're going to go in, I'm not going to deter you from getting a cold air intake, but at least keep the stock stuff. Even if you go with 6's intake light, guess what? It uses your stock box. So you'll just have a bigger pipe here, which is fine. That's still fine. But again, they give these little bit of issues, but none of these things are going to really void your warranty. It has to be proven first, and that takes some time. I'm just telling you how to get in the dealership, get what you need done, and then you can go back to having your fun with your mods. And no, a lower motor mount is not going to void. A blow-off valve is not going to void. They just look down upon these things. Again, have fun modding your cars. You just got to know what's what and do your research. That's why I'm here. I'm here to try and help you guys out if you don't know the proper things. So right now, the video that I made last year on warranty, let's just cut all that out, right? Let's not go based on that. They're taking pictures these days. So before they do any type of warranty work, they have to take pictures. I'm just trying to show you guys how to go in and not have much of an issue at all. Because guess what? I did have an issue last year with the old car. They saw the meth lines there. That was on me. I left the meth lines there. They saw the intake. Oh, you got a rat's nest under here. All it is just a few more electrical wires that weren't even crazy looking. But that's just what it is. And get a relationship with your Hyundai dealership. If you know one of the techs there, you'll figure who's cool and, you know, all that stuff. We're not going to go into that. But again, thank you guys for watching. The car is absolutely filthy right now. Unfortunately, I used the wrong wheel cleaner on the wheels and it started bringing some of the black up. So I'm going to have to redo the wheels. But I will catch you guys next time. I just wanted to do this quick video and talk about these things because I've seen a lot of controversy on what voids warranty and what doesn't. So hopefully you learned something, and now I'm going to have the 60 to 130 video up in a few days. I'm just trying to get the exact record. I thought I had the record, but that was on me. I couldn't find it on Draggy, but I am going to get that 960 to 130 on the Draggy. So hopefully we can get there, and hopefully you guys can get there too. All you need is a little meth as of right now. A little meth, downpipe, and shift them gears. And you too can be up there or past any of us. That's the fun of it. But have a good one. Happy holidays.